So Real just recently dropped 3 huge bombs to the real estate industry. You'll want to stay to the very end of this video to hear all 3 of them, because all 3 of them will actually put more money in your pocket or help your life be easier and put more money in your client's pocket as well at the end of the day. I'm literally still shaking my head because this is huge news. Now, I'm part of the Growth Ambassadors, the top 50 agents with the biggest networks at Real. And so we've been having these conversations with Tamir Poleg, the CEO and the leadership team, for quite some time now. But I never thought this was actually going to really happen. And him dropping the bomb to all of us in that room the other day is incredible. And it's huge news that's going to help financially many people with Real, and people who are actually builders with the company who want to take the revenue share aspect of this model seriously. Let's dive into these 3 huge changes right now. So starting this month of August, they're rewarding production like never before. Because what usually happens, because there's only so many hours in a day, you either have an agent that's focusing on production or revenue share and building. But it's hard to focus on both. There's just not enough energy or time in the day. Well, now this changes that, because if you are a producing agent who has always sold a lot of real estate, maybe runs a large real estate team, or even just a small but mighty real estate team, this changes the game. Let me explain. See, Real is a capping model, meaning everyone's on an 85-15 split, but when you actually sell enough real estate to pay $12,000 into the company as a individual agent and $6,000 as a agent on a team, you cap out. So now, as a reward for capping and selling a bunch of real estate throughout the year, Real is actually going to automatically unlock your first 3 tiers of the revenue share model. That's right, so it's a 5-tier system, but the first 3 tiers, which can only be unlocked prior to this by having 15 qualifying agents on your tier 1 or line 1, now just changed to where you can have that completely unlocked whether you have 15 frontline qualifying agents or not. So if you look at the revenue share model here on the screen, as you can see, you don't need anybody on your front line to receive the payment for anyone who is on your front line already and they are producing. You will make revenue share off of them. But to receive money, revenue share, off of people in your line 2, you need to have 5 frontline qualifying agents in your line 1, meaning that the agents in your line 1 must have sold at least 1 piece of real estate every 6 months. So if one of your agents in your tier 1 actually sells a piece of real estate and it is a commission of $3,000 gross, and on an 85-15 split, that's $450 to the company Real, then you are unlocked, and therefore that counts as one of the 5 agents to open up your line 2. But to get to your line 3, you need 10 more agents for a total of 15 that have sold at least 1 piece of real estate in the last 6 months. So they are unlocked. Therefore, you unlock your line 3 and all the revenue that is generated from the agents in your line 3. But with this new change, you don't have to worry about any of that anymore as long as you cap. When you cap for the remaining of the year, you will have all 3 lines unlocked. And so any revenue that comes in from the revenue share tree of those 3 lines is paid to you the following 15th of the month. How cool is that? Well, I think it's really cool because you're rewarding production. We don't want a bunch of influencers and marketers coming to Real simply to do just that and not sell real estate. Now, if they are influencers and marketers and they sell a lot of real estate, that's awesome. Come on over. But we want agents at this company that want to be in it to sell real estate, help clients buy and sell real estate. In this situation, it actually rewards just that, people who are selling a bunch of real estate and building big businesses for themselves and or their team members. So kudos to the leadership team for doing this and making this change. But wait, there's more. It gets actually better, because if you're a producing agent and you cap, that's amazing. But there is this thing called the elite agent status with Real. And what that means is that you sell a bunch of real estate, 21 closings to be exact, after you cap, then you hit the elite agent status. Now, in addition to the stock awards you're going to receive with Real for hitting that elite agent status, which is $18,000 of company stock, you also have the opportunity to teach in Real Academy for an additional $8,000 in company stock, for a total of $24,000 company stock for doing that and hitting the elite agent status. But that's stock. Let's go back to the revenue change, which this video is about. What they're also going to do, if you hit elite agent status, you then will have all 5 lines opened up of your revenue share for the remainder of the year until your anniversary date, and you reset the cap that every agent has on a 12-month cycle. So that is amazing. Think about it. If you hit elite agent status with, say, 6 months to go before your anniversary date resets, that's 6 months where all 5 lines of agents in your organization, whatever they do, whatever they sell, you will make revenue share off all 5 lines. That is awesome. And so again, this really rewards the agents who are really focused on producing and selling real estate at a very high level, which as a real estate brokerage, who wouldn't want that? Now, let's go to the second change. It actually is a financial change that has to do with revenue share as well, but this has to do with network size. That's right, so as the first change was really for the producing agents, the second change is gonna be another reward for the builders, the people who are actually growing their networks with Real and focusing probably primarily on that while still selling real estate. And in this situation, what the change is that if you have a network size of 750 agents in your network, you automatically unlock levels 1, 2, and 3. It doesn't matter if the agents in your first line are qualifying or unlocked or not. You automatically open up all revenue through lines 1, 2, and 3. And then if you have a network size of 1,000 people or more, then you unlock levels 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then if you have a network size of 1,500 agents or more, you open up all 5 lines that you are paid on. So this is a really awesome change for people who are growing big networks, even though maybe their frontline agents in line 1 aren't always unlocked. Now, the third bomb that Real just dropped is not about revenue share or financial aspects for the agents, it's about the clients. And this is the acquisition of the AI platform called FlyHomes. Now, FlyHomes is an AI-powered consumer search portal. So now Real has always been focused on what's best for the agents, and they still will be very much so focused on that, but helping the agents, supporting the agents, giving the agents something they probably can't get on their own or at other brokerages. But now, in addition to that, they're gonna be focused on the consumer, which at the end of the day will help the agents as well. So what they're gonna do is use this platform as the foundation for the consumer search portal that Real agents can offer to their clients. And what's amazing about this is that it will be AI powered. Now, I know that's the buzzword, AI powered, and maybe some people are really doing it, other people are just saying it but not really delivering on that quite yet. But Real will be delivering on this. Why? Because they're not gonna be grabbing a white label version of ChatGPT or any other AI-powered software. They have their own. Because Real built their own technology, they also built their own artificial intelligence, and it's called Leo. Now, Leo's been out for a while helping assist agents and only agents on the back end with many, many things that really has created efficiencies that this company has never seen before, and really, frankly, no other brokerage has seen before, which ultimately, when the stock market, when the economy turns around, it will have a big impact, I think, on profitability on the company and therefore help the stock price in the future. But I digress. For right now, Real has their own AI. It's called Leo. This will be incorporated into FlyHomes and that platform. And when this actually is finished and released to the consuming public, it's going to be a big game changer and will help Real as a company put Real more on the map with the consumers and in their minds, and will ultimately trickle down and help the Real agent. So big ups to Real and the leadership team. These are 3 huge changes and bombs that were dropped that are going to do nothing but help propel the profitability and growth of this company. See, Real grew over 71% in agent count here recently, and they just topped the 29,000 agent count number when we just hit 28,000 like 3 or 4 weeks ago, and now we're already over 29,000 agents. We're growing, we're a company growing in a market which most companies are not growing because the economy and the housing market overall is a little challenging. So that just talks to the overall underlying strength of this company and where we're heading in the future. If you have a good Real contact, reach out to them with any questions. But if you don't have a good contact with Real, I'd love to chat with you about anything Real related. Reach out to me at 480-660-5974, the number on the screen, or click the Calendly link below. And I love to chat with you about anything Real related. I've been there almost 3 years now, and it has been the best financial and career decision I've made in my entire life. And I'd love to share that with you. If you don't mind, just smash that subscribe button and like us. And if you want to see a video of the 4 major cloud-based brokerages and compare them side by side, EXP, Real, LPT, and Epic, then watch this video on the screen right here.